What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Soul of a Man coming at you one more time. Hope everyone out there is doing good, great, amazing, and all of that good stuff. Happy Thursday. I was about to say happy TGIF, but I'm not going to rush life. I'm not going to rush time and all of that good stuff. But hey, here we are. Let's get straight into it. So, in life and within our lives, there's an appointed time for everything. There is an appointed time for everything. Here to tell you and let you know the the time is up. Um, the time is up for the old life you used to live. The time is up for the old life that you used to live. Because there's just it's the parting of the ways. In the grander sense, it is very much so. It is very much so. Is very much so. It's very much so. Um, a parting of the ways. What you used to know and all of those things that you and how you used to do it. A lot of that stuff has been changing. A lot. It's what you're feeling. And what you have been feeling is that elevation. Things being pulled away, you seeing new things, you feeling new things, you wanting to experience new things, you and in the sense of you want and nah, sorry and in the sense of you want, it's like you want these things like now. Not that not that we're not because we all want something different out here. We all want to go higher and all of that stuff. No matter what, however that looks like for you. But it feels like, in a greater sense, it really and truly feels like time is shifting, time is bending. It's like it's like it's like it's like you scream to the heavens. People like to say the universe and all of that good stuff. So this is your first time watching Mr. Soul of a Man. Welcome, and don't forget to subscribe, ladies and gentlemen, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Yeah, so it's almost like you scream to the heavens and something has parted ways. And if you've been feeling a little different, I'm here to cooperate that, because you are you're ascending. You're ascending with grace. You're ascending with you're ascending to new altitudes. Your the whole perspective of your life, honestly, your the whole perspective of your life is about to change. Like, genuine genuinely, your life is changing in the here and now. It's almost like, you know it's almost like when you go around people are asking you, like, oh man, there's something different about you. There's something, how you it's almost like something about you has changed overnight. Like, dramatically. It's almost like you're on a movie set and somebody's hit action. So it's about time. It was and it is about time for things to it was and it is about time for things to change in your life. It's time for you to go to new destinations. It's time for you to move um to a new area code, a new zip code, a new state, a new city. It's time for you to drive. It's time for you to drive in something new. You're going to be able to start to be able to access stuff, from the divine to from the divine to the spiritual to the supernatural. It's like you have been um, You have been chosen, and this is a new mandate that is coming in over your life. This is a new mandate, and of course, this message is not for everyone. It is not for everyone. If you are happy where you are and you are good with the status quo of things, it's not for you. But for those who, for the dreamers, and for those who have been dreaming for a long time. And again, this is your first time watching, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. But for those who have been dreaming for a long time, your dreams, you dream with purpose, and your dreams are your dreams are helping to elevate you again. You're moving to your whole life is about to shift. Your whole life is this is just guaranteed. Your whole life is about your whole life is about to shift. Like really, yeah, your whole life is about to shift in the now. And again, if this is your first time watching, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to give me some thumbs up. So yeah, so your whole life is about to shift. It's like you, even for the faith that you have, even for the things that you have done or the things that you said that that you were going to do, you have time. You do have time. You have time to reach those goals and to have that success, and to be uplifted to new heights, and to feel these amazing sensations. And it's like where you walk, your ancestors walk before you. Where you go, God is always with you. People are going to see people are going to see that divinity. Hey, welcome. So people are going to, people are really and truly going to see that divinity within you. It's almost like saying, any day now, but from this day moving forward, whenever you see this, if you're watching this live, or if it's whenever you see this, your time is now. Your time. The clock is, time is on your side. Time is relatively, progressively on your side. Because all of that stuff that you felt like, um, because I don't know, maybe you weren't invited to the whatever parties, and you weren't a part of the in crowd. You know what I mean, or whatever it is. But you've been chosen. You have been chosen to. You are. Nah, I'm not say this. You are chosen. You have been chosen to elevate now. You're one of the ones that you're one of the ones that's needed, and on a global scale, where people look at you and say, wow, this person has been through so much. Your story, your story matters. You matter in the times that we are living in, because we are in a time where things are progressively moving so fast, but things are progressively going to tilt and shift back a little bit, because people need to hear your story. People need to see you. People need to see you. People need to see you, and the people need to see you in the highest levels. It's almost like you're going to help to restore balance in what is a very chaotic world that we live in right now. A lot of people like to live. Um, I don't know. It's almost like they like to live with their eyes closed, but like they're pretending like everything is okay. Maybe it is in their lives, but for a lot of people, it's not okay out here. It's not. But for you moving forward, showing up, it's so many. It's almost like other people's ascensions really and truly depend on you, and that's not putting any pressure on you. It's almost like you. It's like you naturally just showing up, in whatever you do. And whatever capacity your life is really and truly about to change. And I'm telling you, your life is your life is remarkably about to change. Like really and truly, your life is remarkably about to change. Oh, so and moving, it's almost it's your I don't know, you've been destined for this, you've been purposed for this. This has been a long time coming. When I say a long time coming, this has been like a long time coming. You're going to supersede and leapfrog a lot of people to where you're transcending to next. People are going to wish that it's almost like you are one of the true bright and morning stars. It's like it's something about how you carry yourself. It's something about the innate talent that you have inside of yourself. You've always you were always able to rise above. No matter where you were, and I don't know, the classroom, the corporate boardroom, at the dinner table, I don't know, in the store, at the regular job, wherever you were, wherever it is you were doing. The steps that the steps that you had to take. The steps that people look at you and they don't see anything that is pretentious. People look at you um in a world where where people are calling everything a conspiracy. People are going to look at you and say, okay, that's a dreamer. That's someone who, what do the kids say, getting it out of the mud, so to speak. That's someone who really and truly realized who they were. They knew their potential, never gave up. They kept moving. They rested when they had to rest, and ta-da! Here they are. They're ready to go and hit the big stages, and and they're ready to go and take a bow and do all of these great things. They're gracious in who they are. They don't walk around. They have like they have the swag, yeah, but they don't walk around with the big ego, and it's almost like people feel like, man, you know what, they're one of us. You make people feel like anything is possible, and I mean anything is possible. That's the type of, as the French said, the je ne sais quoi. That's the type of power that you have, that you hold. That's the type of power you inspire people. You do. You have for a very long time. Even people who didn't, even for people who didn't want to give you any kind of credit. Seriously, even for people who didn't want to give you credit, a lot of you know a lot of a lot of things that are happening need to happen. Now a lot of things are happening very fast. A lot of things are wrapping up. A lot of things are shifting and twisting and all of that good stuff. Your potential is not going unwarranted. It's not, and it never will be. Your potential is going to carry you places that you could have possibly never even dreamed of. Like, wow, I'm sitting in this room talking to such and such, and but they're going to be more blown away that they are sitting down talking to you. And those surreal moments, and enjoy them, and enjoy the time that you have now. Because you're about to become like superiorly busy. Like seriously, you are just a cut above the rest. You are just, you are one of one, man. You are. There is, it's like there are pieces of you that people can say, oh, you know what, you remind me of that famous person, such and such. You remind me of such, but that it's I don't know. It's just there's something about you. There's a calling over your life. There's something in you that never allows you to quit. There's something inside of you that never let the little kid inside of you to stop dreaming. And that little kid you always protected, even though people probably told you, oh, you live in a fantasy world and blah 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 blah. That's how you transcend. That's how you move forward. That's how you that's how you knock down the gate um in the castle. Then that's how you storm the gates. That's because you you have this overzealous imagination. You can place yourself places in your mindset, and this mindset helps you to transcend so many different things. It's like so many different, so many. It's almost like for you in your life, it's like you fought the foster care, you fought the foster care system. It's like it's like for you, it's like for you, you fought the foster care system, and you won. And and who you are, um it feels like a new person, new persona, but it's really in reality, it's the same you. You've always had like that dog in you, that fight and inside of you that would never let you quit, never let you stop, no matter what it looked like. Even though a lot of people did not see your purpose and your potential and all of that other stuff. You were probably told in your life there will be signs, there will be trials, all of that good stuff. And this is your first time watching, don't forget to subscribe. So you probably you probably heard it all before. You have you're gonna be able to walk in different places and light up the room. Just you showing up. Just you feel like man, wow, regular old me. It's like wow, these people. Wow, these folks are in line to buy my stuff, or these people are here to watch me, or you never know. You have a global presence inside of you. You do. You have this calling. You have this global presence inside of yourself. So get to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, folks. You just you have this principle. You have this principle purpose where you can you can affect people from different walks of life, all kind of different income levels, and all of this stuff. Like seriously, that's you. So and in shorter terms, your dreams are about to come true. Your dreams are massively are really and truly about to come true. It's warm in here, but that's why we're talking about. That's why we're here to talk about why there's a new calling on your life. It's like sometimes you never know until you know. Be thankful that those people passed you up, passed you by, that you didn't go to certain places, and that you weren't invited to certain places to hang out with the cool people back in the day and all of that stuff like that. The next time certain people see you, and they're gonna know, because there will be signs. They will know, because there will be signs. You won't even have to brag. It's like it's just like there's just going to be this almost like this new car smell, this shine on your life. You know, all of that. That's that God factor. That's that God presence. You walking in your higher state, your highest self, that God mode. Seriously, that's what's that's what's coming next for you. So, all right, yep, that's pretty much all I have on today, ladies and gentlemen. But congratulations, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. But as always, folks, we are always soul of a man and mind this people.